Hey guys, what's going on? Sherman here. And I have yet another unboxing today. No, I'm not going to call it a Yabo. Last time I did that I got a bunch of thumbs down, a bunch of people saying, oh, that's only for the tobacco community. But how in the world can an acronym of yet another unboxing only be for the tobacco community? So people just get too uptight, I swear. Anyway, I got this knife after seeing Muddy Desire's video on it. You know, our buddy Muddy. But if you have not ever heard of him, here, let me switch this up. If you have not ever heard of him, you definitely need to go check him out. He's got a great channel. He's a great guy. So I'll put a link in the description. He's just a really cool dude, so you definitely got to go subscribe to him if you aren't already. But I didn't know this knife even existed until I saw his video on it. So I got to, I have him to blame for me spending my money on this. Alright, so I already cut the label off, so no fools can stalk me. I'm using my Tops. Yeah, Iraq Jack. I want to say Baghdad bullet. I sharpened it, and it's now really sharp. There we go. Alright. I'm really excited about this knife. I didn't know how to feel about the knife at first, like when I first saw it, but it really grew on me. Alright. Box. Alright. This came, by the way, this came from Knife Center. They wrapped it really well. This might come as a surprise to a lot of you. If you guys recognize this box, it is a Mantis Knife. Also, by the way, I'm sorry if the lighting is really weird. I couldn't go out to the shed because it's really hot. I just didn't feel like it. Alright, Mantis Knife. It's kind of odd. Not many videos on Mantis knives out there. This is the MSR3. This is the model number. I'm real excited about this. You ready? This is the Mantis Knives and Warren Thomas collaboration friction folder. Didn't know this knife even existed until I saw Muddy Desire's video on it. Now that is too cool. This is my very first friction folder ever. And like I was telling Gavco, for some reason I really want a friction folder. I don't know why. I really want one, but I can't afford the really nice customs. Really neat kind of finish on there. I don't know. But I mean, so this one was very affordable. This was $40 shipped from Knife Center. $40 shipped. This material is called G100. Mantis uses it on a few of the other knives. It's like, yeah, I'm assuming just a variation of G10. Really not sure. But when was the last time you saw a G10-like material on a production knife? I can't remember. So you have a nice black and white pattern. That is really cool. Got the big bolts right there. That looks really neat. You can add a lanyard to that. Except for tip-up carry. I guess you can swap it to that. I'm really not sure. Clip seems nice. Very smooth. Kind of, when I'm holding it normally, it kind of wants to slip forward a little bit. Unless I hold it back here. I guess that's how you're supposed to do it. I'm not used to friction folders. Yeah, that's pretty solid when you do that. I wasn't sure how to feel about the design, because it doesn't look that ergonomic. But it actually feels pretty darn good. I mean, pull back on it like that. Oh yeah, that's really comfortable. As you see, it's a pretty small knife. It's based on a Warren Thomas custom, which Warren Thomas is one of my favorite custom knife makers. So I just really wanted to get this. It's a little bit of rattle. I mean, I'm sure I can adjust that. I'm pretty sure I can adjust that pivot. Yeah, it looks like I could, because that's raised up right there. Chisel ground, which is kind of neat. This side is just very plain. You can see by the picture they kind of polished the back bevel. There's a burr I can feel right there. I can take that off. It looks like they kind of polished the back bevel, almost convexed it. See Mantis right there. Really nice logo, laser engraved. I really like that logo. On the back side is sterile. Yeah, this really, really sexy looking grind. Which is unusual. Normally you see the chisel, you see the grind lines on the show side of the knife. But instead, this one, the grind starts on the opposite end. Which I kind of like, because if most people, you know, if you're right-handed, you're going to be cutting this way. So the grind is going to automatically assist in that cutting. Instead of like Emerson's, which are only ground on this side, and you go slice this way, it kind of makes a weird cutting pattern. You go in reverse grip to make it really You know what? I was joking about the reverse grip tactical part, but this actually feels better in reverse grip than it does forward grip. Your thumb rests right there. The spine is even more locked in. Okay, don't count this out in a knife fight. Totally kidding about the knife fight, but seriously though, don't feel undergunned if you have this in your pocket. It just feels really good. It just feels classy. It's very smooth. You're just going to have to be careful because it's not a locking knife. It's not even a slip joint. It does not lock. It's just free floating. Hello, how you doing? Very smooth. I still want to try to tighten that up. Very, very cool. I'm definitely excited about EDCing this, you know, giving it a shot, trying it out. It's super, super cool. Where's the piece of paper I can do initial impressions on the edge? I've never had a tops knife come sharp. It's just kind of par for the course. I'll use a piece of this. And my shipping receipts. Let's see. Alright. You know what? It's actually pretty sharp. Since it's chisel ground, it's going to cut kind of odd anyway. I mean, tip's not all there. It's kind of a blunt tip. Strong though. I don't know, it seems pretty darn sharp. I mean, I'm not getting a very good cutting pattern here. Like I said, it's probably because it's mostly chisel ground, but I mean, yeah, there you go. I mean, it's pretty darn sharp. I mean, I'm impressed. I'm actually quite impressed with that from Mantis, because my Mrs. Smith Karambit came as dull as all crap. I am going to sharpen it up. I do that on all my knives. Aussate steel blade, which is a great steel. So when you're getting a strong material like it's G100, but I'm assuming it has the same kind of properties as G10. You know, it's white, which looks very classy. They also have another model. It's black G10 and has kind of a groove pattern. And the spacer back here is anodized red. It looks really cool. The fun thing is, most friction folders, the friction is caused by the tang resting inside the handle, being nested inside of it. But you can see the tang doesn't actually hit the sides. That's odd. It's free floating. It's just the friction from the pivot. I'll definitely keep you guys updated. But like I said, I love Warren Thomas's designs. This is so different, and I really wanted to try out a friction folder. I mean, you're getting Aussate steel, which Mantis executes pretty well, in my opinion. About as well as anybody else does. You get a nice, different design. Just very cool looking grind. Very cool looking handle. Just overall looks like it has good quality for 40 bucks shipped. That's a steal, in my opinion. No pun intended. I just cannot wait to start EDCing this and try it out so I can tell you guys what I think. But initial impressions, I am very impressed. It's very comfortable. Very surprised about. Like I said, it's got a little bit of play when you're holding it, so it's not like, I mean, if you hold it back on the spine, you know, it's not going to completely fold on you as long as you have a good grip on it, because you got that nice deep choil right there. I mean, as long as you're gripping the knife, I mean, it's not coming forward. I'm just saying it doesn't seat all the way in when you're cutting. Now in a reverse grip, it's a different story. It's a pretty secure grip too if you're going to open up a package. grip it like that and just stab and then do draw cut. Very, very impressed with this knife. It's super cool. It's very classy looking. You know, you can pull it out. It's not going to scare people. You know, so it's sheeple friendly. You know, you pull something like, you know, this out to cut a tag off of your clothes. It's actually a good comparison going on right now. Huge difference. It just looks really classy. And I'm actually wearing a pair of black and white checkered shorts, so this would match. Gotta stay classy, guys. Just gonna flip out. Not really. Alright guys, here's my initial impressions of the Mantis Warren Thomas collaboration friction folder. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions on it, let me know in the comments box. Definitely expect to see this in future videos. Super, super cool. Alright guys, stay safe, stay sharp, and God bless. Sherman 614, peace.